everything. Let me explain what I think. Practice makes perfect.
We're coming to you from inside the Louisiana Superdome here in New Orleans. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the NFC West champion Seahawks square off against the Saints. Much anticipated game ready to begin as we're lined up for the kickoff. Brown looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. And he got all of that one, a great kick. From the 3. Lewis returns this one to the 22-yard line. Our EA Sports Coaching Close-Up features 2 of the premier coaches in the National Football League. Jim Haslett was hired by the Saints in February of 2000. This is actually his second stint with the team. He served as linebackers coach in 1995 and defensive coordinator in 96. This one was spotted at the 24. The linebacker brought him down to the turf. Well, we looked at the first coach in our EA Sports Coach Close-Up. Opposing him will be Mike Holmgren, who's now in his 7th season as head coach of the Seahawks. Last year, they won the NFC West with a record of 9-7. McAllister, the lone back. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. In today's game, a matchup of 2 of the premier running backs in the National Football League, John.
2 of the better run-blocking offensive line. You can't run without those big guys clearing out some space. And I'm expecting the blocking up front to be a key to this victory.
Gets rid of it. The pass ball's incomplete. Stallworth was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Berger comes into the game for the punt. Here's the punt. From the 46-yard line. So they have 1st and 10 here. Only one man back. On the carry. Setting up play action. Closing in. He's taken down at midfield. Just a short gain that time, John, after the scramble.
You're not going to catch those guys out of position very often. That time they were right there to make the stop before he could get very far.
Ball right around midfield. Jackson lines up on the right side. Dropping back. Under pressure. Can't avoid the rush. They bring the blitz, bring him down for the sack.
This defense is known for their tendency to overload and bring extra men in the blitz. The center and quarterback have to make good reads before the snap, adjusting the protection to give him the time that he needs to make the throw.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up on the field. They'll go with a play fake. Gets rid of it. What a catch. This one is spotted at the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, John, on a 3rd and long.
The playbook is not exactly full of plays for 3rd and long, but they found the right one, and they ran it perfectly.
Only one man back. On the pull. Great fake. Soft lob to the end zone. Incomplete pass. Overthrows his man in the end zone.
Hey, you don't want to waste too many opportunities like that.
5th play of this drive. He gets the carry. Play action. Floats one into the end zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Seattle. He did a great job finding his target in the back of the end zone, John.
The receiver just picked his way through the coverage, finding a little room, and he threw a strike to him for the score.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. They have a one-touchdown lead now. That last drive, John, went for a touchdown with some excellent play calling.
Yeah, that was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
This one is taken by Lewis. The 20. The defense forced the punt the last time after 3 plays. Ball on their own 24. McAllister, the lone back. Brooks with a man in motion. Going to the right. Records the stop. So it's a one-touchdown game as the first quarter. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. 2 minutes left. Horn is lined up on the right. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Trufant comes up to make the play. Caught the pass but didn't go anywhere.
Nope, they were on him like glue.
Let's see how this defense handles the no-huddle. Brooks sends a man in motion. Pressure. The officials are signaling that he grabbed the face mask.
Sometimes the defender will do whatever it takes to get a guy down. This time he got caught pulling him down by the mask.
The Seahawks line up in a 4-3. Rosen. He hits his receiver. Trufant is there on the stop. They'll call this play at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back to pass on first down. With the throw, almost intercepted. And that brings up second down.
Hey, I'm sure they're going to keep on passing so they can get in range for some much-needed points.
6th play of this drive. Horn lines up on the right side. Dropping back, gets rid of it, and it's caught. Dyson comes up to make the play at the 38-yard line. Stallworth makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle. Here's a no-huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
They brought an all-out blitz, John, and took him down for the loss.
They get pressure on him from all angles. He didn't have a chance.
Forrest lines up deep for the punt return. Here's the kick. From the 21-yard line. Forrest with some good yardage on that return back to the 31. They're trying to move the ball downfield and increase their lead before halftime. Ball on their own 31. Alexander, the lone back. Hands it off. Great fake. Pressure coming. Throwing. This pass is incomplete.
Now, whoever makes the catch here has to remember to get out of bounds.
Only one man in the backfield. Looking upfield. Setting up play action. Closing in. Orleans will stop it there. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half.
Since they haven't done much the first 2 downs, they might not want to force it here because it could easily lead to a turnover. A simple run will do the job, and if the defense doesn't stop the clock, it will be halftime.
The Saints come out in a dime package. He tucks it away. Play action. Gets the pass off. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Matt Hasselbeck completes another drive with a beautiful touchdown pass. Brown comes in to attempt the point after. And here's the kick. No, it's a fake. Under pressure. The conversion is good. Big drive right there, John, and that defense is really struggling now to make plays.
The offense seems to have their number out there. They need to rethink their strategy on defense. Maybe blitz a little more, trying to create some additional pressure. They have to find a way to get this offense out of their rhythm.
This one is handled by Lewis. Lewis returns this one to the 18.
They need a big play here if they want to have any shot at scoring before the half.
Ball on their own 18. The Seahawks with a four-man front. Brooks with a man in motion. On the call, Whisker is there for the tackle. They're trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
I'll tell you what happened. The defense was coming with a lot of guys in a run blitz, and the hole that play was supposed to go through was filled with defenders.
Second and long coming up here. The Seahawks line up in a 4-3. It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Seattle 15. Both teams have lined up and we're set for the second half kickoff. Decent kick. We should have a return. The 15-yard line. The 30. The Saints haven't had much trouble stopping the run. Payton takes this one back to the 40. First and 10. Alexander lines up on the right side. Looking for room. They'll go with a play fake. Gets rid of it. And he can't hang on. The little lob doesn't find its intended target. The Saints with a four-man front. Tucks it away. Setting up play action. Pressure. And he's hit as a throw. Incomplete pass. Ingram was the one they were trying to get the ball to. The Saints come out with one linebacker and several defensive backs. Hands it off. Nice play fake. Pressure coming. He'll keep it. It's a fumble. Nothing happening for the offense. They're forced into a 3-and-out. They run a fake. They turn the ball over on downs.
This kind of lead lets you gamble a bit.
The Seahawks with a four-man front. Brooks with a man in motion. There for the tackle. They wind up in reverse that time. Good push in the middle of the line.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. If the defense gets that much penetration, you're going to go backwards.
They'll go from the I formation. Closing in. Good pass rush that time, John. They brought everyone on the blitz, and he went down hard.
That's one of those cases where they had more rushers than you have blockers. When you get the blitz coming, you have to go to your hot receiver in that situation.
Horn lines up on the right side. Brooks sends a man in motion. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. Fourth down now after they failed to connect on the pass. The defense did a great job on that series, pushing them backward. Here's the punt. From the 24. Just won't go down. Runs through the tackle. Morris returns this one to the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Looking upfield. Play action. They'll run this one. It's a fumble. So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble. Alexander is lined up on the left. On the ground. Setting up play action. Steps up. Good play call by the defensive coordinator.
He knows exactly how to take advantage of his personnel. He always puts him in position to make big plays out there, whether it's rushing the quarterback or playing in pass coverage downfield.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. He hands it off. Nice play fake. Gets rid of it. Had a shot, but couldn't come up with it. The tight end was right there, but he just couldn't get that pass under control.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
New Orleans looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Play action. Throws it. That should have been a long completion on 3rd down. Jones is back to punt. Lewis back to return. Here's the kick. Won't take a chance trying to return this one. So they have 1st and 10 here. Only one man in the backfield. Brooks sends a man in motion. Gets the call. Is there for the tackle. The linebacker comes up to make the tackle. About 4 to go. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Seahawks ahead of the Saints 15-0. 2 minutes to go. Horn lines up on the right side. Gets the pass off. Ooh, nearly picked off. No choice here, John. They just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good now.
Out of the shotgun. Under pressure. Fisher gets to him in a hurry.
And he really overpowered the blocker that time. He's a big, strong man.
They'll go with a hurry-up offense. Throwing. Incomplete pass. That denial on 4th down should preserve the win. When you look at the scoreboard, you wouldn't think that this is their first time inside the 20. On the carry. Play action. Pressure. They'll run this one. The 10. Breaks free of the defender. Touchdown, Seahawks. He can't find anyone open, so he scampers in himself for the score.
Yeah, he was able to make some moves and make the defenders miss to get the yardage he needed.
Brown comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The point after is good. The Seahawks have wrapped this one up, John.
They did a good job of not letting up. You should do things that got you the lead in the first place. And they did it there.
The kickoff team lines up. He kicks it off. The Seahawks commit the foul on the return, so they'll get pushed back. Ball on their own 40. The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. Pressure coming. They didn't give him time to find a receiver.
In the zone, there's going to be gaps between the defenders, and that's where the ball has to go. At that time, it wasn't there.
Rolling. Pass ball's incomplete. Time is working against them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late. When you're down by this much, the offense doesn't want to be facing too many third and fourth down, because that means they're taking too much time. They should be getting first every 1 or 2 downs if they want to have a chance at this thing.
With the pass, almost picked off. Didn't even see the defender, and it almost ended up as an interception.
Yeah, maybe he was expecting man-to-man, and they dropped into his zone. They threw off his reads and where he thought the defense was going to be.
Somebody should call a timeout defensively because they think this is going to be a punt. With the throw, this one falls incomplete. And when you're down by this much, you're forced to go for it, but they came up short.
But they're in one of those 4-down situations. They're trying to get something going. It's just that nothing's working.
New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. With the carry, takes the handle. Going long. Close to a touchdown, but he couldn't get his feet in.
This is one of the most practiced situations in football, trying to catch a pass in the end zone, because it's one of the hardest things to do.
Jackson is on the right of the formation. Receives the handoff. Great fake. Going deep, looking for something in the end zone. Incomplete. So the pass falls incomplete in the end zone.
I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
The Saints come out with 1 linebacker and several defensive backs. Play action. He'll take off and takes him down. New Orleans will call a timeout here. Matt Hasselbeck was clearly the standout tonight and wins our horse trailer player of the game. They'll line up for the kick, and it should be about a 43-yard attempt. And here's the kick. No, it's a fake. And even though they're well ahead, they went for it and came up short.
This turnover won't hurt them. They already have the game well in hand.
Horn is lined up on the right. McAllister moves in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. With the throw, Fuller with the stop at the 35. And it looks like they're going to go with a no huddle. With the pass, nearly intercepted. And they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
Horn lines up on the right side. With the throw, he hits his receiver and is there for the tackle. The quarterback is calling them back to the line of scrimmage. Throws it. He finds his man. New Orleans will call a timeout here.
They're going to need to pass here, and they're not worried about first downs anymore. They need big gains and a quick score.
First down marker just inside the 43. Out of the shotgun. Gets rid of it, and he just can't hang on. The tight end was right there, but he just couldn't get that pass under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern, but he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
It's third down here. They have to put points on the board very quickly and then hope to recover an onside kick. With the pass, and the catch is made. They'll spot this one at the 35-yard line. They convert for the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards.
7th play of this drive. Brooks sends a man in motion. Gets the pass off. Drops the interception. Nice with the coverage. And this is the 8th play of this drive. The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Brought down by the last defender who could have made the tackle. They're trailing, and they've been going to the air and have had a lot of success. They're going to go with a no huddle. Hill stops the clock with a spike.
Well, at least someone can pad their stats if they put this one in for the score.
They'll need to get to the 8 to convert. The Seahawks line up in a 4-3. Brooks with a man in motion. Dropping back. Rolling right. Gets rid of it. And the clock runs out. The final score is Seattle 22, New Orleans 0. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.
What up, world? Spot low, EA Sports. With my homeboys, the Riffs. Y'all don't want to see what we do.